Could you tell me a little bit? Because, it was crazy that you mix and mastered that whole project so fast, bro. And you got my drums, like, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better with my mixes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you got my drums knocking, bro. You got the low end is crazy. The high end is crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
The vocals sound so wide and so crispy. Like, what's your process now when you, like, mix and master, like, this project in particular, and then, like, talk about some of the other projects that you worked on. Like, what's your process there, bro?
Well, with this project in particular, like, you made it very clear that, you wanted the drums to hit in a certain way. And when you think about food, or good food, as it is, I always think about, that's where the heart is. It feeds the soul. Drums, that is literally the rhythm, the heartbeat of everything. So they had to hit in a certain way. So with your drums in particular, I believe, I can't remember exactly which song it was. I think it was the number one. But with those drums in particular, I just made sure that for all my producers, engineers out there, I soft clip the drums. Because what that does is it gives you a certain amount of headroom by soft clipping. You're not necessarily, that's why it's called soft clipping, because you're not really going into the red of your meter. And what that does is it's almost like compressing at the same time. So that way you're not necessarily hitting the red, but it drops it to a point where it's still knocking, but you're at a good level where it gives you enough headroom. And that was the key, because when I wanted to go into mastering, I got enough headroom to be able to give it a good overall sound. And also with your vocals, I wanted to make sure they cut through that, because I didn't want them to drown out within the drums or the 808s. Simple stereo widener, or in waves, I believe it's called S2 imager or S1 imager. And just kind of, what it does is it spaces those vocals out, because I remember back in the day, a lot of people used to do, one layer in the middle, 2 layers on the side, as far as left and right and everything like that. I can just take your one main lead vocal and stereo image that joint, and it gives a good, nice, full sound. So just little small techniques. These are literally basic techniques, to be honest. Anybody can do these.
Yeah.
But it's all in how it sits within your mix.
Yeah.
And that's why I had so much fun with this, because even with those basic techniques, I could get outside of the box and use different effects that I normally wouldn't use on certain things. Just have full range and have fun with it.
Yeah.
And the same process it was when I did Tracy Lee's project Glory back in 2020 and 2021. Like with that project, shout out to Young Guru. He was literally probably like the first person that laid ears on it. And the first thing he was like, yo, these drums are knocking. And that's what we wanted. We wanted the drums to be knocking, because literally, like I said before, that is the soul of the entire album. That's the soul of the song. It's those drums, that low end that just make you feel warm, make you feel good inside. That heartbeat. So yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Like, yeah, and I feel like, that project, like I said, I think my mixes are getting better.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I feel like the demos were actually decent, but you took it to another level. Appreciate you, dog. And it's just it's really great to have an idea, have an engineer. Even like, I produce my stuff for the most part. You definitely co-produce, certain sections and help with the arrangement. But I feel like it's important to have a team of people that understand your vision
sure.
And they respect the vision, and they also can share that same passion and excitement in the project, you know.
And it's good to do that. You know, it's good to share it with a certain amount of individuals that have that same type of mindset. But it's also good to not tell your vision to everybody.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have people that, one, are always going to be, you know, not going to take your vision seriously, or they're just going to hate on the vision regardless if it's hot or not.
Yeah.
And you got the ones that will steal the vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
And repurpose it later on.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why you can't trust your vision or your plans with every single person.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's good to stay close to the chest. You know, when it comes to your creativity, your plans, what you plan to do with what you've created, because everybody sometimes will think that, you know, quote unquote, think that you're selling wolf tickets. Like, man, yeah, but is it going to be this though? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be the?
Yeah.
Nah, man, and those are the comments that you get that can lead to, you know, poor mental health, especially when you're telling your vision to people that you think that genuinely care about you as a person.
Yeah.
But when you tell them their vision, you know, you got some people that just literally just downplay it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I got a line, and I think it's oxtail pasta, and it's like create an opportunity it don't always call. Don't confuse what I can do with what's possible for y'all.
Right.
And I think that's kind of like, you know, we from Baltimore, bro. Now, like, shout out to the movements that are happening now, you know. There is a lot more unity in Baltimore and D.C. A lot of artists actually are supporting each other. I love to see it, bro.
Yeah.
I love to see it, and I fully support it. I show love whenever I can. That's hard. Like, I'm glad that Baltimore, D.C., those artists are starting to realize we can actually be in the same space and still support each other.
Yeah.
That whole, you know, it's crazy because Baltimore is like the home of seafood. That whole crab in the barrel mentality is like, oh, if you're getting out of the barrel, you should pull me up with you. Otherwise, I'm going to try to pull you back down.
Of course.
Or something that you're doing is overshadowing something that I'm doing. Bro, I know literally you have projects you're working on. Good, you know, Niz is working on stuff. Like, all these artists that I'm really cool with are working on stuff. We're not viewing it as this project is overshadowing my project. I'm viewing it as good. Let's all go crazy together.
Right.
And we never had, like, especially when we started making beats. Like, I have another line in the mac and cheese, and it's like, how you know, I realized me and the homie was being muffled. You know, how you gatekeeping nothing. You know, and it's like that line is talking about, bro, we literally picked up Yellow Pages, bro.
Facts.
We picked up a Yellow Pages and we looked up studios in Baltimore, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I found a studio on Eastern, like close to Eastern Avenue, on the east side near Patterson Park. We're from West Baltimore. For those who aren't familiar with you know, the area, we hop on a bus. We get over there. Actually, a couple of buses.
Yep.
We got a CD with some beats on it. 2 CDs. Like, I got some beats. You got some beats. Of course, they weren't like perfect, bro. We're starting out as just producers who taught ourselves. No YouTube, no OGs. Literally, just like, I'm listening to stuff and I'm trying to do what I feel like I should be doing. We go to the studio, and right off the bat, the energy is very dismissive.
Yep.
What you doing here? Oh, you know, we're producers. We wanted to just see if we could, like, sit in on some sessions, play some beats. Oh, all right, yeah, cool. Oh, leave your CD on the thing. This is, like I said, bro, we're teenagers, 3 buses, halfway across town, hour and a half. Oh, yeah, whatever. Disregard it. You don't owe me nothing, bro. But then that experience kept happening at other studios, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where we started looking at it like, okay, well, let's go harder. So we started making, like, I felt like, yo, like you said, if I'm disregarded, that means, first of all, if you're disregarding somebody, even if that person wants validation, you're like literally intentionally withholding any sort of recognition from them. And I feel like I saw somebody say, it was this person, I think it was on TikTok. She was just dancing in public. And somebody's like, you going crazy? She was like, yeah, I feel invisible, so I use that to my advantage. And I felt like we was like, all right, you don't bang with us, bro. You gatekeeping like opportunities. You're not trying to give us no game. Ain't no OGs, ain't no mentorship. I'm gonna just go crazy. So we actually, I'm not saying like we were like, even like me, like you, we had different local artists that we were working with.
Right.
I'm talking about pre like Starvation days, pre like Artistic Visions. I'm talking about before all that. Like,
Right.
I had a small group of artists I was working with use the same thing. And even that little small like nod from rappers that our beats were fire, the producer in the room couldn't take it. The energy,
Not at all.
the energy is like, you big mad, bro. And I'm looking at you like, yo, I got a laptop. I got a cheap laptop, Office Depot microphone
Yep.
that I'm trying to sample with. You got the was it the Yamaha? What's that joint? That workstation, bro. That old workstation. Anyway, it was a Yamaha, old Yamaha workstation, bro. And I'm like, I'm looking at it like, yo, you had an MPC. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
studio with a booth. I'm excited to be there.
Yeah.
And the energy is just not
You even had a solid state logic board.
exactly.
Right.
Beats was tight. I like some of the beats the producer was doing. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like when you get that energy, like, yo, why are you even trying to do this? Who do you think you are to even try to do this? It's just very disheartening to a young, but for whatever reason, we were so stubborn, we just kept going,
Facts.
and I'm glad we did, bro, because
Glad we did too.
I feel like where I'm at now, I have a realistic view of my art. Like, my art serves me in a way that it never did. When the project is done, I'm at peace with whatever outcome. And 9 times out of 10, I'm moving on to the next project. And then if people like it, they like it, I hope you do enjoy it. If not, that's fine, And I think that's a really good space to be in. I know we're just getting started, bro. We got so much more stuff to, to work on. Like,
For sure.
Effulgence was crazy, bro. That project was
sure.
I'm still rocking with that project. And I just feel like it's a lot more in store. And I just really appreciate, like I said, your assistance throughout my whole creative journey. This Good Food project kind of showed me, like, wow, I have come a long way as a producer.
Yeah.
I've come a long way as a lyricist. My delivery as well. Like,
Yeah.
that delivery is like, and that's like when I played it for a few people, they're like, oh, this is a little different, bro. Because I love art, bro. If you look at, it's like the expectations for a lot of young musicians in particular. It's like when I start, I should be lit already.
Right.
But if you look at, have you ever seen a time-lapse video where someone shows the progression of them sketching?
Yeah.
And if you look at day one to 3 or 4 years later, it's literally stick figures to a realistic portrait. But if you're a musician, oh, you trash. Don't nobody tell nobody sketching that they're garbage. Like, yo, keep going. And as a listener, like, the people that I played Good Food for, they may not have loved antisocial studies, but I still love that project because of what it means to me, what that project means to me. I love bouquets. Like, and it's like, oh, would you make that song today? Maybe. It wouldn't be the same song. That's what I love about music is it's a moment in time that's captured forever, bro.
Exactly.
That's how I was feeling in that moment. There are some things I wouldn't say now,
Of course.
but I could listen to it and kind of be transported back to that time.
Yeah.
So I just love music, creativity. It's a great outlet. And I feel like one of the biggest struggles as an artist and a musician is just feeling like, one, I'm not good enough, comparing yourself to others, self-doubt, validation. But if you think about it, like, I know some people say, like, art is a necessity, and I definitely do believe that. I do believe art is a necessity. But think about how blessed we are to be able to have not only, like, the skill set, but the mental capacity, like you said, the ideas, and then the ability and the time to devote to our craft, bro. So I feel very, very honored to be able to create, whether people, however people view it, like that in itself is success to me. And like you were talking about ideas, bro, we have no shortage of ideas. So when people have writer's block, like I've tried to work on a song and it didn't come out how I want it to. But it's crazy how like a few years later, those same bars will work perfectly for something else.
Exactly.
Same with a beat. Like I have a concept and it's not coming out how I thought it would. Sometimes it comes out way better, So I think it's just like trying to find that flow state and just get into, a state of like, I don't know where these, because you said that to me in the antisocial studies era and then good food. It's like, I don't know where this is coming from. Just keep doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because, I can't live your life for you. I don't know what you go through on a daily basis, Yeah. I may have an idea just from some of the things that you tell me, but that's it.
Yeah.
Only you know what you go through.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to what we do, within this music game, as long as it's good for you, as long as you like it,
right,
as long as you love it,
right,
nothing else matters.
Exactly.
Because this is from your heart, your mind, your mouth, your everything. This is from your entire well-being, bro.
Yeah.
Your life experiences.
Yep.
What you love, what you don't like, what you've been through.
Right.
Children, and anything. It's for you.
Yeah.
So when people want to judge your life, they can just kick it to the left.
Right.
You feel me? Because that's not for them to judge.
Exactly.
At all.
Yeah.
You can judge the art.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's subjective. But just like Erykah Badu said, I'm sensitive about my ish.
Yeah.
Because you live this every single day.
Facts.
So when people want to downtrot that, oh no, you can kick rocks. Because this is my life. If you don't like my life, then you just don't like me.
Right.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And that's the point that us as artists have to understand. It's okay for people not to like you.
Yeah.
It's okay for people not to like your music.
Yeah.
As long as you like and love it yourself, that's all that matters. It's your art.
Facts. And that's another thing, bro. I'm so grateful that I have the creative freedom to literally just make whatever I want to, how I want to. And that it is what it is. Like, how much worse would it be to have a platform, you have a great idea, and someone tells you, oh, maybe make this type of song. And I could do that well.
You could.
But it's not what I'm feeling right now. Like, as a true artist, like, that would tear you. You just don't want to do anything.
And then that's when I'm going to just say, because at the end of the day, us as artists, we do have an amount of ego in us, and that's important for it to not always leap out at people.
Yeah.
But to answer that, then I flip it around to them. Okay, well, can you make it?
Yeah.
I don't do music.
Right.
That's your answer right there.
Yeah.
So, I don't go to your job or whatever it is and show you or try to tell you how to do it. Like I'm standing over you micromanaging.
Yeah.
No.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
Yeah, man. As long as you like it and love it.
I 100% agree with that. And then the last thing I was going to say, you were talking about how a lot of people, I think like people are scared of change. Like when I think about, we were talking about Andre 3000 when we took a little break and
right.
I was thinking about Hey Ya, like Hey Ya. Mm-hmm. And his really good friends who grew up with him, they were in a dungeon with him and everything.
Yeah.
And they truly felt like if you release this song, it's going to end your career. And it was a leap of faith for sure. I don't even think Hey Ya was his most experimental song. Like when you think about She Lives in My Lap, stuff like that, like some of his other songs. And even when it came out, it wasn't received well. The Beatles got turned down multiple times,
Facts.
Like look at Kanye, like, and this is no shade to anybody, but it's like, what's hot at the time is not always timeless.
That's a bar.
Like, what's hot at the time ain't always timeless, bro. Like, kind college dropout. You saw him going to the different A&Rs, and they like, and I'm not even going to get into A&Rs because that's a whole other story. Like some of the conversations I've had with A&Rs have just been like, did you really just say that, bro?
Right.
And I'm not saying I was great, but it's like, you can tell, like, I'm more of an energy person, a facial expression type person.
No doubt.
I would really like to take a psychology course on, like, body language. You've talked to A&Rs, many of them.
Plenty of them.
You can tell when a decision has already been made before I even open my mouth.
Oh, yeah. If they're not even, act like you got a song and you're trying to present it to me.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, so I really want to, yeah, exactly. That's crazy. Like, I really wanted to talk to you about, like, this idea I had for a song. You know, I just really wanted to express something I've been going through, and it really means a lot for me. I just want to get some feedback. And then you play that joint, and it's just like, no expression the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, whole time. And it's just like, all right, like, we understand that, you know, you're busy, but, you know, this is a part of your job, too.
Yeah.
It's a part of your job, you know. And then you got some that literally are just a stone cold gatekeepy type.
Yeah.
Just don't care
who
you are, what you are, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
And honestly, like, I feel like what's not for you is just not for you.
Right.
And to be honest, I've grown a lot since those conversations with those A&Rs. But honestly, like, I'm glad I had those experiences because it helped me realize, hey, I like being indie, bro.
No doubt.
Being indie is lit.
The best thing about it is, like, being independent, and with even some of the people that are trying to get signed or that are signed, you know, to certain deals, the A&Rs, shoot, social media is the A&R now. And a lot of the real A&Rs, they are trying to conform to that. Trying to understand that, like,
yeah,
it ain't up to us.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah.
I mean, it's just a change, a shift in the times. You know, you got some that will get with it, you got some that won't. But at the end of the day, man, it's always landed on the people. Always.
That's what it's about.
So, yeah.
You know, Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix. They said, "No, we too big." Yeah, all right.
Will Smith had a chance to be Neo. Ended up.
I'm glad he
was.
was. I'm glad he wasn't Neo.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, you know. But at the end of the day, man, look, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Do what's best for you. Do what you feel in your gut.
Yeah.
You know, it won't lead you astray, and always remember you wouldn't be here without God.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
For sure, bro. And man. Well, I just want to thank you again. You're definitely my brother.
Of course.
You know, always. Before all this music stuff, after all this music stuff is over, it's blood first, you know, and it's just like, you know, I just appreciate you assisting me with my progression and seeing a vision. You never once, like, I called you, bro, because like I said, I had my son. I took 9 years off. I was still playing with, like, instruments here and there. I called you with an idea, and you said, green light, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do this project. It's been up since there, bro, and I can't wait to see where we're going to go. We got the melanated. My bro got his melanated brand. We got the melanated Good Food collab.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we're gonna drop the links to those joints right now. Support these.
No doubt.
We're just two indie artists, you know, just trying to build something amazing. So
also, if you go to ourmelanatedgin.com, be on the lookout for Black Friday. We're gonna do some Black Friday sales. And it's gonna be, I can't say how much percent is gonna be off right now, but we'll keep you updated. But yeah, definitely check out ourmelanatedgin.com. And yeah.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, Doug. Everybody who got a chance to check this out, I hope you enjoy the Good Food Project, Good Food Volume 1. This is a multi-part series. I hope to just explore a lot of different ideas with this project. And just share some of like the things like that's been on our mind. The things that's been on everyone's mind, bro.
No doubt.
We've all been going through a lot these past few years, and I think it's good to have an outlet, and it's just good to not take everything so seriously,
No doubt.
because it's not seriously. I feel like I'm watching TV anyway, just like real life is crazy. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you, dog. It's Mighty O, Clarq, good food, melanated, lock in.
Yo, so we about to be out, man. Before we go, got something to say.
You don't like good food, then I don't trust you.
We out.
We out, bro. Later. All right, dog.